moving on to my tattoos. And the first ever tattoo I got was this one right here on my wrist. And I was 14 years old when I got that tattoo. I didn't get it legally. My mom, God rest her soul, brought me to the tattoo shop because I told her if she didn't let me get this, I was gonna do it myself with a fucking safety pin and Indian ink. So she took me to get it because she didn't want me to get it done myself. And it actually means inner strength. I got this at 14 years old when I came out of a mental institute, an adolescent mental institute, and I was there for 2 weeks, inpatient. I had been sleeping there every single day, going to school there, trying out medication, being on about 6 different antidepressants, seeing which ones worked, and that was my first ever experience in an adolescent or any type of mental institute. When I came out of it, I just realized how grateful I was. So many people there had it so much worse, like really, really crazy stories, and I just realized, you know what, my life isn't that bad. I don't regret it. You know, I know it's a cheesy Chinese symbol tattoo, but I don't regret it at all. It reminds me of where I've been, where I've come from, and the mental strength that you are capable of, and it's mind over matter. You know, things might feel bad, your family life might seem crazy or not normal, but it will get better. I think the next tattoo I got was the one on the back of my neck, and this is my middle name, Marcel. So I got this on my 18th birthday. So I got my first one at 14 and my second one at 18 years old. And it wasn't like, you know, these first 2 tattoos, I didn't know anything about tattoo artists. I didn't know, you know, where to go. I just kind of went to my local tattoo shop and got some script done on my neck. And I almost always forget about this tattoo. My bad. My second tattoo was actually this one. Marcel was my third tattoo. This tattoo is my nickname. I know it looks like Vino or something, but it actually is O-N-A. My nickname is Ona. My real name is Anna. But it's spelled like Anna, and everybody always called me Anna, and I fucking hate that name. So instead of Anna, everyone just started calling me Ona as a joke, and it became my nickname. And I did this myself with a sewing needle and Indian ink. I think I was 16 when I got that done. I did it myself. And we were in my friend's bedroom, and actually 3 other girls have that tattooed on them. I tattooed them, so it's pretty funny. So we're gonna finish the tattoo and scarf tour here because my dog kept freaking out, kept whining, was not being comforted, and then she saw another dog. My 4th tattoo was this one here. This is a Bugnush. It's the logo, one of the logos for Ween, which is actually one of my favorite bands, and they're from my hometown as well. They're such nice guys. I actually spent a lot of time on my farm when I was really young and before I was born. And I just really liked the logo, and all their music is so different. Every album is so diverse, and it has its own like unique sound that I knew I really wanted to get this tattooed on me. And this, even though it looks like legs, it looks like they're little legs for the guy. They're not at all. It's supposed to be 2 separate tattoos. This is a symbol that means not okay. And it's actually from the book House of Leaves, which is one of my favorite books. It's an incredible book, so bizarre, so oddly written. And yeah, it's House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. And this is just one of the symbols from there, and I wanted that on there. Did not think that it would look like legs on the guy, so. So this tattoo, it says, "Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt." It's a Kurt Vonnegut quote. I got it in Mexico, actually, when I was doing Ibogaine, and everything that was going on I just felt was actually really beautiful. And even though it felt painful, it really wasn't hurting me in the long run. And this is from Slaughterhouse-Five, one of my all-time favorite books by one of my all-time favorite authors, Kurt Vonnegut. And really, it's just a simple mantra, a positive kind of saying. My next one was probably my fingers. I have my fingers tattooed with little dots. I bite my nails really bad, so they fade really bad because I bite my skin and my cuticles, and I have problems with that. Hence why I always have fake nails. These are my real nails that have finally started to grow because I don't bite as much anymore, but I do still bite my skin and pick at my cuticles. So I wear acrylic nails to help with that, and the dots were just pretty, and I think at the time it was me and a couple girls got them because we were in the sassy bitch crew. We were all so sassy, so we were like, let's get matching tattoos. I think after that was this one. And this one I got outside Manchester, England. I kind of researched more portrait artists, and I found this guy outside Manchester, and I wanted her to be a badass bitch with some guns, and I definitely wanted her to have a bandana and bamboo hoop earrings. That was a definite. And then I wanted her to be tatted up. And to make it different, we made the tattoos blue so that it wasn't, you could tell that they were tattoos on her. And at the time I didn't want her nipples out because I was like, let's keep it classy. But I kind of wish I would have kept her nipples in. So it has Get Money, which is actually an inside joke growing up. It was Get Money. She's got some flowers, she's got a cobweb, barbed wire, Playboy, a crying eye, Mi Vida Loca, which means my crazy life. She's got a rosary on her hand, and then the Lady of Guadalupe, which is probably one of my favorite saints, and I just really love the colors and the imagery in the Lady of Guadalupe. My next tattoo was my Playboy bunny. And I let my friend who was an apprentice, she's actually my ex-girlfriend, I let her do this tattoo. It's a bit fucked up where the bow is in the back, but like I said, she was an apprentice, and I was basically letting her practice on me. Probably shouldn't have picked right there, but I really like this tattoo. It's not that I like Playboy or like, you know, want to be a Playboy girl. It's just I really like the logo and what it stands for, and luxury and independence, and kind of women being able to create whatever they want and do whatever they want with their life, or be sexy, or just be whoever the fuck they want. This is probably one of my favorite tattoos I have. It's by Tamara Santibanez. She's based out of Brooklyn, and she is fucking so beautiful, Tamara. She is absolutely incredible. And again, I wanted a badass bitch. It was really important to me that she was a dominatrix type girl, hence why she's got the whip and this kind of bitchy eyebrow. And Tamara really does really good Chicano type style Latina girls, and that was something I was always very attracted to. And this is such a good tattoo. And because it's next to this one, I definitely feel like this makes this one look really bad, because this one's so much better. And so I started to go into this whole thing where I was like, I just want badass bitches tattooed all over me. So I got this one by Baraka Tattoo, and she kind of travels all over the place. She's her own style tattoo, and she doesn't really work from a studio as much. She does it out of somebody's house or her house, and she goes from Paris to London to New York. And we got this one. This is the Big Smoke, it says, and that's the Big Ben. So it was just kind of about, I wanted this because I was spending a lot of time in London hustling and working, and I wanted another sexy ass bitch. This was a little bit bigger in the image. It came up more like a cigarette, but it was actually meant to be like a big joint. And because I smoke weed and I hustle and I get money, and I was in London. And I love this tattoo, and she was one of the few artists willing to tattoo over my scars. And I will always be so grateful for that. Extremely grateful for her doing that. The next one I got was this one. And I'm actually not happy with this one. I don't like the way it came out. I don't like the girl's face. There's a lot about this tattoo I don't like. And I really told that artist that. And I told him to please kind of change it or make it a bit more defined. And I don't think he really cared. And to be honest, he was not a good tattoo artist in my opinion at all. But it is what it is. I always kind of wanted a stoner weed tattoo, and I always kind of wanted more negative space with the thing. So I'm not happy with those tattoo shoes. I specifically asked for a badass bitch who smokes weed, and this is what he drew up, and I don't think that this is a badass bitch at all. I took Xanax before I got there, so I think that definitely played a part in me kind of being like, yeah, fuck it, because I was expecting to get tattooed. So then I got this one, and she was just supposed to be kind of a badass gothic bitch, and I really wanted her to have a nice cheekbone aside profile. I really kind of wanted her to have like something tattooed on her neck, but I didn't want it to be too big, so I'm so happy with the way this came out. This was done by Hannah, and it was really, really well done. She is so sweet and so nice. Really good tattoo artist. And my whole plan is to eventually, I never really wanted any guys tattooed on me, but I would like to get her male counterpart here facing her, and it's going to be like a skinhead type boy with some cobweb tattoos. That way they're looking at each other, or then if I cross my legs this way, they're facing away from each other like they're fighting, and then they're laughing. I wanted her to do it, but now that I'm in America, I'm going to try and find a similar artist to do this male counterpart. And the most recent tattoo I got, which actually is not finished, is this one. And this is single needle. It is so fucking well done. If you look at the detail in the chains and the white kind of like detail, and even her nipples. This is so well done. And this was done by Barbarella Tattoo, and I really wanted barbed wire. We were gonna do like flames and shading all around and throughout the background. So I'm gonna hopefully see maybe if Tamara can't finish this one for me and kind of bring it all together. But this girl is absolutely insane. This is a badass bitch. When I say I want a badass bitch, this is the type of bitch, and this is the type of bitch right over here. And I'm talking, no, you gotta redo that. When I say I want a badass bitch, I mean I want a girl like this. That's a badass bitch. Or a girl like this. That's a badass bitch. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And she fucking killed it. Killed it. I love single needle so much. That detail is fucking incredible, and her titties look so fucking nice. And yeah, at this point, those are all my tattoos, all my scars. I'm a little nervous to even reveal this video just because I don't know. I think there's still a lot like I have to work on with learning to love my scars and love myself, and that's still a process I'm doing every single day, and learning to just accept it and realize it's a huge part of who I am. It's there, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, so why not embrace it, and why not tell people it's okay to love your body, or it's okay to not love your body, or to struggle to love your body, just to figure out that it's okay to be unsure of if you're okay, or if you're trying to struggle to gain self-love. And that's something I still struggle with, and I probably will struggle with every single day for the rest of my life. If I was super confident and totally okay in my body, I'd be super vain and narcissistic, and I would never want to be that way. I think there's always room for self-improvement, and there's always room to kind of grow, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I don't plan on stopping that journey anytime soon. And it's really nice that I can kind of have you guys on the journey with me, because you're watching me learn to self-love and self-discovery throughout this whole thing. And such the feedback I get from you guys is just so incredible, and it really empowers me as a woman, or just as just a person, to be more honest. And I think that's another reason why I decided to come out about my addiction, because I knew that you guys wouldn't be so mean, or you guys would be very accepting of it, and everybody has been, and that has really meant the world to me, because that was something I was very nervous to reveal. And so are my scars. And like I said, my videos, my photos, I don't really show them. I know how to work my angles and my body, but I'd like to be a little bit more open, and I don't want to hide it anymore. I'd rather embrace it and be like, this is the scar on my ass, and it just is what it is. You can take it or you can leave it. It kind of looks like a cool X, like a treasure map on my ass. So just learn to love yourself. It might take a bit, you might have to fake it, you might have to tell yourself, I love this, even though you don't. Fake it until you make it. You just work on yourself, take baby steps. Tell yourself every day, look yourself in the mirror and say you're beautiful, you can do this. Because I do that every single day. Every day I tell myself I'm a warrior, I've accomplished so much in my life, I'm not going to let things get me down, that I can do anything I want to do. And I highly recommend, if you're struggling with confidence, to fake it till you make it, and to give yourself positive mantras. Look yourself in the eye, in the mirror. Tell yourself you love yourself, and try and believe it. Say it every day until you believe it. Thanks, guys. Under you.